I'd like to first off as well welcome everyone to the Avenue Dream Church of Christ, where we are people of more. We are people who seek to learn more, love more, do more, and teach more. Each time we go around that span, we try to do more than we did the first time. Amen? All of us in here, at some point in time, have been a child. Some of us, we have to think back further than others to that time. But every one of us in here, at some point in time, have been a child. And whenever you are a child and you feel a certain way about something, your parents can look at your face, they study your face and they can see your emotions. They know when you're sad, they know when you're feeling pain, they know when you feel sorrow, they know when you're embarrassed, just by looking at your face. Jesus. I can look at Sam's face and he's happy. They know these things because your parents gave life to you. And as you grow, they study you. And they saw things happen to you. They saw when you bumped your knee, how your expression changed. And so they know when they see that expression on your face, there's pain. They saw how when you were made fun of in school and you came home and you felt sorrow, they studied that and they asked questions. And they knew you felt the way that you felt. And just like all of our parents in here study our faces and our emotions, God knows exactly who we are. God has studied us. God knew us before we were us. You understand that? God knew us before we were even thought of. He knows you. And too many times we beat ourselves up and don't give our own selves a chance. And so I want to look at this song from David, in Psalm 139, and see if we can get a word from God from this. Now, as we read this, I want you to understand, I don't want you to read this and be thinking about what your neighbor is feeling in, what your boss is feeling in. Let's examine ourselves. And let's get some change in ourselves. And let's be people of more. Amen? Show me the way is a lesson title for this morning. Show me the way. Show me the way. Psalms 139. To the leader of David's song. Verse number 1 reads, O Lord, you have searched me and known me. O Lord, you have searched me and known me. You know when I sit down and when I rise up. You discern my thoughts from far away. You search out my path and my lying down, and are acquainted with all my ways. Even before a word is on my tongue, O Lord, you know it completely. You hem me in, behind and before, and lay your hand upon me. Such knowledge is too wonderful for me. It is so high that I cannot attain it. Where can I go from your spirit? Or where can I flee from your presence? If I ascend to the heaven, you are there. If I make my bed in Sheol, you are there. If I take the wings of the morning and settle at the farthest limits of the sea, even there your hand shall lead me, and your right hand shall hold me fast. If I say, surely the darkness shall cover me, and the light around me become night, even the darkness is not dark to me. The night is as bright as the day, for darkness is as light. For it was you who formed my inward parts. You knit me together in my mother's womb. I praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Wonderful are your works, but I know they are good. My frame was not hidden from you when I was being made in secret, intricately woven in the depths of the earth. Your eyes beheld my unformed substance. In your book were written all the days that were formed for me, when none of them has yet been considered. How weighty to me are your thoughts, O God. How vast is the sum of them. I try to count them. They are more than the same. I come to the end, and I'm still with you. Oh, that you would kill the wicked, O God, and that the bloodthirsty would depart from you. Those who would speak of you maliciously and lift themselves up against you for evil. Do I not hate those who hate you, O Lord? And do I not loathe those who rise up against you? I hate them with a perfect hatred. I count them my enemies. Search me, O God, and know my heart. Test me, and know my thoughts. See if there is any wicked way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting. What we see here from the writer David is him explaining the omniscience of God. In verse number 1, he says, "O Lord, what?
You have searched me.
O Lord, you have searched me and know me." None of us in there have to wonder very long about who we are, because when we are in God, God will reveal to us exactly who we are. God knows each and every one of us. He loves us as we love our children. Those of us in here are our parents. Those of us in here who have multiple children. Even though some may get on your nerves more than the others, you love them all equally. And God loves each and every individual person in this room today. And He has searched you and He knows you on a personal level, more personal than you may even know yourself. God has searched you, and God knows you. He says, what in verse number 2?
You know when I sit down.
You know when I sit down, when I rise up.
You discern my thoughts from far away.
You discern my thoughts from far away. God, you don't have to be close to me to know what it is that I'm thinking. God, you know what I do when I do it. You know what I do when I do it. Many times we have done things, and we do this over here. I'm the only one that's done it. Before you get ready to do something, God has seen everything that we have done. God knows our thoughts from afar. He knows our thoughts from afar. You may not be able to see them. You may not be able to reach out and touch Him. He sees them. Verse number 3 reads,
You search out my path and my lying down.
He says, you search out my path and my lying down,
And are acquainted with all my ways.
and are acquainted with all my ways. Now, we see here that God knows and understands every part of who you are. God knows that you get raging mad whenever you hear people smacking on their food. God knows that you can't stand the heat, so you get upset when it's hot outside. God knows that you get happy when you eat a spoonful of food. He knows every part of you. He's acquainted with all of your ways. He knows what your triggers are. He knows how you're going to behave if A, B, and C happens. It says you're acquainted with all your ways. Verse number 4 says this.
Even before a word is on my tongue.
Even before a word is on my tongue.
Oh Lord, you know it completely.
He says, oh Lord, you know it completely. Before I get to the end of my sentence and before that period happens, God knew what you were going to say before you said it. He knows, right? He knows what he was going to say before he says it. Verse number 5.
You hem me in.
You hem me in.
Behind and before.
God, you are in front of me, you are behind me,
You lay your hand.
and you laid your hand upon me. And David, he's thinking about how awesome God is. And in verse number 6, he says,
Such knowledge is too wonderful.
such knowledge is too wonderful for me.
It's so high that I cannot
It's
attain
so high that I cannot attain it. It's so high. It's out of my reach. I know that I cannot even begin to fathom how much it is that God knows. And David understands God's omniscience. And this is God's infinite knowledge and understanding of things past, present, and future. And we've done some talks about this in here when we had our Bible classes. We talked about how God is not a part of creation. Now, there are some people in this world, I believe it's called pantheism, who would believe that God is the universe, God is nature, no, God stands outside of the created world. God is not confined by time. God did not have to be created. God was not birthed. He is. He just is. God was with you yesterday, while He was here with you today, and while He's there with you tomorrow. I asked this question as I preached this sermon before. I asked this question. I'll answer it again. What is your birthday? Right, so November 11, 1865. God was there when Brother Arnold was born. Just like He's here with Brother Arnold today. And He'll be here with you tomorrow. He'll be with him all the days of His life. God. What was your mind? How is it that God, before the foundation of this earth, He knew that each and every one of us would need salvation before there was an Adam and Eve. He knew each one of you individually. Infinite knowledge and understanding of things past, present, and future. And so we go on, and then David begins to speak in Psalms 139, verses 7 through 12, about the omnipresence of God. Verse number 7 says,
Where can I go from your spirit?
where can I go from your spirit?
Or where can I flee from your presence?
Or where can I flee from your presence? Sometimes I feel this way about kids. When you have something good, you got some good sweets, some cake, ice cream, they're not too far behind. They look up at you and they're everywhere. David says the same thing about God. Where can I go from your spirit? Where can I flee from your presence? I'm unable to outrun you, God. You're everywhere. You're everywhere at the same time. You're at my house, you're at their house, you're at their house at the same time. Where can I go to get away from God? This aspect of God's infinity, in which He transcends the limitations of space and is present in all places at all times. Everywhere. In all places at all times. Verse number 8 says this.
If I ascend to heaven,
if I ascend to heaven,
you are there.
You are there.
If I take my bed and chill,
if I make my bed and chill,
you are there.
You are there. David says, if I were able to go up into the heavens, I just imagine David saying, going outside, looking up at the sky. If I was able to go there, you're there. If I'm able to go to the place where the dead, you are there as well. You're here with the living, you're here with the dead, you're everywhere.
If I take the wings of the morning,
if I take the wings of the morning,
and settle at the farthest limits of the sea,
settle at the farthest limits of the sea,
even there your hand shall lead me.
Even there your hand shall lead me.
Your right hand shall hold me
And your
fast.
right hand shall hold me fast. God, as far as the eyes can see, even the limits of the sea, God's right hand is strength. And holds fast. Verse number 11 says this.
If I say, surely the darkness
If I
shall
say,
cover me,
surely the darkness shall cover me,
and the light around me become night,
and the light around me become night,
even the darkness is
even
not dark to you.
the darkness is not dark to you. Muhammad Ali used to say, he's so fast, he can hit the light switch and be in bed before he gets up. God is greater than that. When I had the opportunity to go out to this place called Left Chalet out in Sarita, Texas, it's this big ranch, huge ranch. And when the sun goes down, it is completely dark. You can hear things, but you can't see them. I hear the sound of a wild turkey, but when I look outside, I don't see anything. And if you were to go outside and put your hand in front of your face, you would not be able to see your hand. That's dark, right? He says, even the darkness is not going to you. Well, if we were to go out into the darkness like that, a thick darkness, but we can't see our hand in front of our faces, and we know that we're holding our hands up, God sees that with crystal clear clarity. 4K clear. God sees it clearly. He's not confined to the things that confine us. He says what in verse 9?
The night is as bright as the day.
The night is as bright as the day.
For darkness is as light to you.
For darkness is as light to you. And as I'm reading this and I'm studying this, I thought for myself, there have been times in my life to where I've gone to God and I've asked him a question. And when I asked God a question, I truly did not know the answer. I could do one or two things. I could try to figure it out by myself. I could rely on God to show me exactly what it is that I'm supposed to do. When situations become dark, so dark in our hearts that we can't see the other side of a problem, we can't see the other side of a situation because it's so dark. Our eyes can't see it. We have to understand that God can see it clearly. The darkness that we see in our lives, the darkness that we may have in our hearts, God sees it lit up. It's illuminated. David continues speaking of it. Verse number 13.
For it was you who formed my inward parts.
He said, it was you who formed my inward parts.
You knit me together in my mother's
You
womb.
knit me together in my mother's womb. I want you to understand here that David, when he uses the words formed and when he uses the word knit, he's showing that God took his time with him when he formed him. I watched an episode of The Cosby Show. I still love The Cosby Show. I don't care what people say. Because The Cosby Show, it put out a great image of families that look like people that look like me when I was a kid. And I saw this episode where Theo, the son of the family, and Denise, they were interacting with each other. And Theo wanted a border trail shoe. He didn't want to go to work, right, and earn the money to buy one. And Denise is like, well, I will sew you a shirt. It's going to look just like it. And he puts on the shirt, and one sleeve is longer than the other, and the shirt is all lopsided. It's knit together. But you can tell she did not. She probably didn't take her time. And what I want you to understand, that when I say this, I want you to understand that God has taken his time on you. He didn't create you to look like Gordon Gartrell. He created you to look like Brother Arnold. He created you to look like Brother Stevens. He created you to look like you individually. And he took his time on you. What David is saying right here is that God could have easily just spoken David into being. But God took this time and he formed and he molded David into what he would have him to be. When David looked upon Bathsheba on the rooftops, he understood that David had a wandering heart. He knew that was in David. He knew that. When he conspired to kill the husband of Bathsheba, he knew that capability was in David. God knows each one of us intimately. God has taken His time to make you who you are. He doesn't make us. And we're talking about our options here at the end. Verse number 14.
I praise you.
He says, I praise you.
I am fearfully and wonderfully
I am
made.
fearfully and wonderfully made.
Wonderful are your works.
Wonderful are your works. God, I understand that I am wonderfully made. I understand that you took your time and created me. I know that you know that. I know that you know
That I know very well. My frame was not hidden from
He said, my
you.
frame
When I was being made
is not hidden from you. When I was being made in secret,
intricately woven in the depths of the earth.
intricately woven in the depths of the earth.
Your eyes beheld my unformed substance.
Your eyes beheld my unformed substance.
In your book were written all the days that were formed for me, and none of them as yet existed.
Even though they had not existed, God knew all these things. A lot of us in here get stuck. A lot of us in here get stuck. Remember yesterday. We've done some terrible things in our past. 3 years ago, 30 years ago, 60 years ago. Can't forgive ourselves. We cannot forgive ourselves. We did some terrible things last night. Came here this morning, did not forgive ourselves. Can't focus on worship because we did some messed up stuff. But God sees all of your things before they exist. My question is, if God already knows your tomorrow and is already there, then why are we still stuck in this way? We need to understand that when we get into those moments to where we are dwelling on yesterday, understand that there's a possibility of better tomorrow. When we get stuck and we can't stop looking at the pain that we've caused for other people in the past, the pain that we have caused on ourselves in the past, we need to understand that God is standing in tomorrow. And there's hope there. There's hope there. There's deliverance there. When David thinks about all of these things, about God knowing about yesterday, today, and tomorrow, and the whole sum of things, he says,
How weighty to me are your thoughts, O God?
God, your thoughts are heavy.
How vast is the sum of them?
How vast is the sum of them? How weighty, how vast is the sum of them?
I try to count them.
I try to count them.
They are more than the same.
They are more than the same.
I come to the end.
I come to the end.
I am still with you.
I am still with you. He understands that God's thoughts are too heavy for him. Too heavy. And then David flips the script. David has been giving God all this praise. God, you're wonderful. God, you're this, that, you're omniscient, you're omnipresent. And zeal takes over. What does he say here?
Oh, that you would kill the wicked.
Oh, that you would kill the wicked. Oh, God, kill them all, right?
And that the bloodthirsty
And that the bloodthirsty
would depart from
will depart from me. God, David here says, kill all the wicked ones. Those ones that are bloodthirsty, those ones that seek to kill and do evil, let them depart from me. Zeal takes over, right? Zeal is a single-minded desire characterized by enthusiasm and devotion. Misdirected or inappropriate zeal can degenerate into fanaticism. And we see that Scientology, the Black Israelite movement. Zeal turns into something bad, right? At times. But God has zeal, and David shows us zeal here. He says in verse number 20,
those who speak of you maliciously
those who speak of you maliciously
and lift themselves up
against you for evil,
do I not hate those who hate you, O
do
Lord?
I not hate those who hate you, O Lord?
And do I not loathe those who rise up against you?
Keep reading.
I hate them with perfect hatred.
I hate them with perfect hatred.
I count them my enemies.
David says this. He doesn't get a response from God. He doesn't get a response from God. It doesn't change how he feels. But God doesn't interrupt David's song and says, "You're right, David, let's kill everybody. Everybody that stands against you." God understands each and every person. He understands each and every person. And I want you to hear this right now.
Search me, O God.
Search me, O God,
And know my heart.
and know my heart.
Test me and know my thoughts.
Some of us in here, when we left our homes this morning, we left a mess. There's dirty dishes in the sink. There's coffee runs on the table. There's crumbs from the morning toast. It's spilled sugar that you have to put into your coffee. And when you get home and you take off your fancy clothes, you put on something cool. Before you get to finish putting on your cool clothes and somebody comes and knocks on the door, many of you will start to read. Trying to get stuff cleaned up, trying to wipe off that ring, trying to get them crumbs off the table, get them dirty socks out the living room, and try to clean up before somebody comes into your home. But this is what David does. He says, God, search me. God, I invite you into my mess. I invite you into my mess. How many of us this morning are willing to invite God into our mess? Invite God into your mess this morning. Allow Him to see the dirty socks that exist in your heart. Allow Him to see the crumbs that were left over from past relationships. Allow Him to see the anger that still exists that's sitting on your sofa right in your heart. How many of us are willing to allow God to see the us that exists behind this religious person that you present yourself? God, I want you to search me and see that I still have issues with fornication. See that whenever my wife goes to sleep, I look at pornography on the phone. See that whenever Friday and Saturday come, I'm still sipping on some brown liquor. See that whenever my teacher's not looking, I'm cheating on my tests at school. Search my heart and figure out why I'm doing the things that I do. Show me. Show me the way. God, I want you to know my heart. It says, God, I want you to test me and know my thoughts. Test me so that I can see exactly who it is that I am. When you look at the process of how they process gold, they melt it down. And other precious metals, they melt it down so that the bad things can rise up. You can get the scum off the top of that metal, it's going to look so much better. And when we are tested and when things are revealed in our lives that show us that we may be a little ugly on the inside, we must realize that it's only for better. It's only for us to be better. Will we invite God into the dirtiness, the ugliness, the uncleanliness of our hearts? When he says he wants them to examine the word there, to consider in detail, analyze it, God. When he says to test it, I want you to put to the test in order to ascertain the nature of something. He says, I want you to test me so that I can see. The things that I've thrown in my closet to hide from other people, I want you to test it and see how it is. So that I can see. Verse 24 says this.
See if there is any wicked way in me.
See if there is any wicked way in me.
And lead me in the way.
And lead me in the way everlasting. God, I want you to see the same thing that I see in those who I say are wicked and want them to God. Show me if it's in me. We despise a lot of things, but are we willing to see those things in ourselves? I despise hypocrites. I despise those who don't encourage others. I despise those who don't show up to worship service. Even though I'm here, am I really here? We allow God to reveal who we are so that we can make some change. David has this thing about wicked people and them being killed off. We need to understand that being wicked is not a good thing. It's not a good thing. Because some of us have taken wicked things and made them good. We have believed the lie of the devil that what is good is bad and what is bad is good. Understands exactly who you are. He knows what makes you tick. He knows what your triggers are. He knows what you've done. He also knows what you will do. And if you want to exist with God for eternity, because David says, see if there's any wicked way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting. We need to ask God to show us His way. If we want to exist with God in eternity, we have to ask God, show us the way. I can't do this. I can't be everywhere at the same time. I can't know everything that's going to exist in my past or my future. But you can. Search my heart. Help me to be open with you. Test me so that I can see. Everybody keeps saying these things about me, but allow me to see so that I can follow. God, show me. God, show me. If you're not a Christian in this room, I want you to understand that God has searched them. He wrote you a love story. From Genesis to Revelation, He wrote you a love story. He began before the foundations of the earth and He said, you are going to need me. You don't know me. Those who will give birth to you aren't around you. You will need me. And more so than just that we need God, He wants you. He wants you. No matter where you are in your life, God wants you. No matter what you've done in your past, God wants you. Whoever you are on this day today, God wants you. You must hear about the story of this Son of God who came from heaven in the form of a man. He came down to this earth and died. He didn't stay there. He was buried. He hung on the cross and was buried. He rose on the third day. So you must believe that this is true. You must see the life that you're living, the life that you live for yourself on a daily basis. You have to change your mind and say, I no longer seek to live based on what I think I should do. But now I want to live based on God's everlasting word. We must us to do the same thing that the folks in the Bible did when they confessed that Jesus Christ was the Son of God. When they did that, they were ostracized. Some of them would be killed by lions. Some of them would be hung on the sides of roads and have oil poured over them and used as knives. When they pledged their allegiance to Jesus Christ by saying that He is the Son of God. We do the same today. And then we must be baptized for the remission of our sins. So we enact the gospel. The old us goes into it. We buried as Jesus was buried, and we came up as Jesus came up. God no longer sees the sins that you commit. People might be mad. God has the ability to move away from you. And it's not an issue what you did in the past. That's a lesson. If you are a Christian this morning, I want you to understand that we have the ability to still access God, to still ask Him for forgiveness. Ask God to show you the way. Invite God into your hearts this morning. Won't you do so as we sing the song of meditation?
In this so sinful world, hardly a comfort can afford. Striving alone to face temptation sore. Where could I go but to the Lord? Now tell me where
If you need prayer this morning, don't be afraid. Ask God to shine His way everlasting. If you want to be baptized this morning,
refuge for my soul. And Lord, you know that I'm needing a friend to save me in the end. Now tell me where can I go but to the Lord?